In Brighton, teachers and students are continuing to explore the impact of mobile computing devices on teaching and learning. Together, we're discovering that as student access to devices increases, new and deeper ways of engaging in learning emerge. These new experiences for students go beyond the traditional pencil and paper tasks and add to the already rich Brighton experience for students. Join us as we explore how teachers and students are learning differently using technology and other tools to engage in critical thinking, creative problem solving, effective communication, and collaboration with other learners.
Using the pens and the inking in class on the tablets is really a key feature in the math classroom because the keyboard really doesn't have all the symbols and all of the information that you need when you're writing equations or when you're doing other work. It kind of limits you with regards to some of the equations you can write. We've also found that in the unit on transformations, when the kids are working with different types of shapes and different graphs, that they're able to draw some of the shapes and they're able to circle them and select them and then move them around on the screen to try to create a deeper understanding of what the movements are when it comes to the different types of transformations. So I found that in those places and in those situations with units, the kids really couldn't have used the keyboard. I also am able to use the pen when I bring up student work up on the television. I can open up a child's notebook and we can bring up their work so that we're looking exactly at what they've just done and what they're describing as opposed to me guessing what they're telling me to write. And then I can use my pen to actually add to their work. So if I need to highlight something or circle it or underline it so that the kids and the rest of the kids in the class know what I'm focusing on, I can do that on my tablet, on the TV, and be able to highlight what's important and what that student's work is and how it's different than maybe somebody else's strategy in class.
In math, whenever I need to answer questions, it's always like so much harder to use the little keyboard on our tablet. Even in like equations, obviously you can type like the x or the variables, but with your pen you can like write it how you want and you can have the parentheses like where you want, but just it's so much easier to write with the pen than the keyboard.
Another piece that works really well with the pen is when I'm able to give kids feedback on their work through OneNote again, but I can give kids feedback on work that they're doing in class in between classes. Or if I have a sub, for instance, and I tell the kids to do something in class, while I'm out that next day, before I see them again, I can go look at what they completed while the sub was there, give them feedback on their work before we even get back to class to discuss it.
Well, the pens help you copy and paste work that the teacher has and put it into your own notebooks.
So that feedback loop is much, much easier to do using the pen, grading homework, grading other work that the kids have done on my tablet in OneNote to give them feedback is so much easier. I don't know that I could even manage it with the keyboard. It wouldn't be as efficient.
The pen also helps you write in any specific place that you want, but when you type, you can't type where the question is, so you wouldn't know what you're answering.
This is my second year with the tablets and with the pens. The access to the technology and the ability to communicate with the kids, I just can't even imagine or fathom going back to what I did 3 years ago.